Jeff Durkin here, WeAreChange Connecticut at the after party after the End The Fed street action. We're here with one of the singers who was at the End The Fed rally doing some great music and all that. It's Tatiana Moroz. As many of you know, she performed at many different activist events, including Ron Paul events. So Tatiana, thanks for coming out today.
I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be supporting the End The Fed rallies, and I know that they're going on around the country. So hi to everybody around the country during the End The Fed.
Tell us what one thing woke you up to the Fed, like years ago. What one thing, like either speech or a Ron Paul event, what really woke you up to the Fed?
The Money Masters film. I think that between that and Freedom to Fascism and Fiat Empire, those were some of the movies that really made a big impact on waking me up to the biggest theft ever perpetrated on the American people and on mankind in general. So I knew that Ron Paul was a good guy, but once I added up Ron Paul plus End The Fed, and it kind of all started to come together for me.
Well, tell us some of the songs that you played for all the activists out here today and different, the theme to it and all that, and tell us about the songs, how you came up with them, all that.
Sure. Well, the first song that I sang today was Make a YouTube Video, which I'm actually doing with WeAreChange. Luke Radowski and I are working on a video for that right now. And that's just about people getting out there, getting active, getting educated, and remembering that we're all friends, and there's a civil way that we can debate the issues, and there's a great way that we can spread the information. While the internet is free, we have a wealth of, an endless wealth of information and knowledge available to us. So I really kind of wanted to accentuate the point of the power belongs to us in that song. And then I did a little medley that I sometimes do, which is of A Home in the Meadow from How the West Was Won and Greensleeves. And actually when I wrote it, I did but when I combined the songs and I made the medley, I thought of it this way, the beginning of the Home in the Meadow is about the promised land, right? And what we were promised in America. And to me, Greensleeves was influenced by, choosing that was influenced by the Money Masters, because I started thinking about the greenbacks. And if you keep in mind that it's not a love song, that we're talking about the greenbacks and how we were sold out and how we were then sold a fiat currency created by the Federal Reserve years later, I kind of thought it was cool. It's a little bit loose, but I thought it was a nice little thing that went together really well. And then I also wrote Play in the Cards, which was about, veterans and what they're dealing with, and how they're just playing the cards they were dealt, because they're just trucking along. They're really brave people, and they're facing some serious situations, coming back in body bags, coming back with PTSD, coming back broken. And I don't know, I really wanted to bring attention to that fact. And everybody says support the troops, but who do the troops support? Ron Paul, and by extension the Liberty Platform and that policy of non-interventionism. We can't have all this blowback. That's why we're having all these issues with people. So, to open people up and not just say, oh, well, they're brown people and they're bad, or they hate America, or they're terrorists. I want people to dig a little bit more. And if our own troops are coming back saying, hey, you need to look at this, then we should listen to them and not wear little yellow ribbons. That's not doing anything as far as I'm concerned.
Well, tell us what happened when you almost got arrested today, or that story today. Well, that's okay. You could tell about it. Just a little silly note.
What happened was that we moved on to Wall Street, and we were handing out pamphlets and stuff in front of, what was that building that we were in front of?
Federal Hall.
Federal Hall. And there's a big a big statue of George Washington. So I was up there just taking a picture of me with my guitar, and I started thinking, okay, I'm going to sing a song. So I started to do it, and then Danny Panzella came over to me and he said, hey, they're going to arrest you if you start singing. So I went over to the police and I said, are you kidding me? I'm standing in front of George Washington, and you're telling me that we can't assemble and I have no free speech? It's a girl singing a song. I'm not burning anything. I'm not burning the flag. I'm not flipping anybody off. I'm not doing anything bad. I'm just singing a song. And they said, oh no, we're just doing our jobs. That's what the Nazis said. Oh, we're just doing our jobs. That kind of attitude is is a recipe for disaster, and I think it's really scary what's going on in this country when a girl can't sing a song in front of George Washington. So, you know, we kind of modified where I ended up singing, and then it was funny because everybody was just kind of taking pictures with me, all these tourists behind me while I'm singing about Masters of War. I sing Bob Dylan's Masters of War, and I hope that in between taking shots for their Facebook pages, they thought about the message of the song. But luckily, it got people's attention, so if you have to get people's attention and then you slip them a pamphlet about the Fed, then I've done my job, and you guys have done your job, and everything is going in the right direction.
Well, just to wrap it up here, tell us some of your new music, where you could find it on your website for anybody out there who's curious about your good music and all that. And yeah, just tell us some of your websites, all that about your new music and where you could get it.
Sure. Everything is on my website, TatianaMoroz.com. I have a new album out called Love and Liberty, and I'm planning a tour right now, so I'll probably be coming to a town near you. I'm really looking forward to that. And my YouTube is Forevermore Tatiana. My Twitter is Queen Tatiana, and my music is available from me directly where you get an autographed copy, but if you want, you can go to Amazon, iTunes. All those vendors have my music as well. So I hope to interact with you guys on Facebook and Twitter, and just keep spreading the message.
Thank you, Tatiana. I appreciate it.